right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites who come in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as the United Snakes of America, as it slides on down the drain. All right? Come to wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the people on this sign, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and Speckled Bird. Get you to wake up. It's high time that you wake out of sleep. All right? Because the end is near. Right? Like the sheriff, he was a near. But the point is that you better wake up and repent. All right? The message is repentance. Right? While there's still time. So first and foremost, and as always, right? All praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops, even the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations, all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity. The hopeful elect tabernacle of David. The Aquat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000. The 1/3 the hopeful elect of Israel, all right? Shalom. So we're back out here. And what are we doing? We're hastening the day, and we're praying for hunting season, all right? Because as you can clearly see, fishing season is almost over. How do we know? It's almost time to get off this internet, right? Let's get there. It's almost that time. And how do we know? Because we're watching. We see everything that goes on. We see what they do is they try to back channel some shit, right? They'll go way to Sweden, right? And pass some legislation over there that's going to slowly move this way, and we're watching it. Nobody sees it coming but the men of the Lord. We're like, hey, here they come. What's going on in Sweden right now? Well, we got a little disease over there that came from Africa. How do we monitor this disease? I'll tell you how they're monitoring it in Sweden. Everybody's got a fucking chip in their hand. So let's just start there. Oh, well, we did such a good job in Sweden because everybody has a chip in their hand. We knew right away who to deport, who could stay. We knew your identity, and we knew how much money you had in the bank because everybody in Sweden, and that's an exaggeration, but a lot of people in Sweden already have a chip in their hand. So when the mainstream legacy media tells you, well, there's only 2 places on the world that have monkeypox. One is in Africa, and then one nigga went from Africa to Sweden, right? And we know who he is because he didn't have a chip in his hand. It's the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Okay, so what are the words of the Lord right now that people are hearing? Well, the MOTB is the micro C hit. This is what they're hearing, and this is what we're seeing, okay? And for a long time now, there's been a discrepancy about what the mark of the beast is, right? But now everybody can clearly see what's being moved into place, okay? See, if you don't understand that the microchip is the mark of the beast, and that's how they're gonna control things. They're gonna control how you buy and sell, how you get on a plane, how you get a ticket, how you get on the train, how you get in the building. See, it's not just one thing. The elder said the mark of the beast is a wild card, okay? It ain't gonna be just something that you can just wave off and not worry about. Oh, it's sin, and we've been dealing with sin. Just kill a turtle dove, right? So that's how niggas are approaching this, right? Oh no, just go get the chip. That's not what it is. Okay, so let's get this. Okay, the famine of the word is coming. We won't be able to warn people. Okay, warn them of what? Well, let's see. Let's go to Matthew 24 because this is easy. So you got to make shit easy for Jake so that they'll get it, right? So let's go to Matthew 24. And what are they discussing here? They're discussing when Yahushua is coming back, right? Okay, so when he says, I'm coming back, but what are the signs that I'm coming back? So, well, everybody's going to be lying, right? Everybody's going to be deceiving. Starting with who? Starting with niggas with fringes. What's the first thing that Yahushua says? They say, well, what are the signs of your coming and the end of the world? Well, niggas wearing fringes are going to be out there lying. Okay? Lying about what? About the mark of the beast. Right? And it just so happens that there's 10 Israelite camps, right? HOI, AOC, ISUPK, Sakari, GMS, GOC. That's 6, right? I could pull out a couple more. WFI, that's 7. Sons of Thunder, 8. I could get to 10. What's the point? Okay? How many say that the mark of the beast is the chip? Well, let's eliminate Sakari. Because they do say that, but guess what? Let's eliminate them right away because they're a bunch of damn bug outs and subordinates. That's what they're teaching. And they're also following, right, the Decepticons that say there ain't no microchips, ain't no Jacob's Trouble is gay. Okay? So what are we doing? Let's go. Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? What things? I'm going to tell you what things. What shall be the sign of thy coming? Right? We need a sign that you're coming back. And that the world is going to end. What are those signs? The very first thing he says, right? And Yahushua answered and said unto them that let no man take heed. Let me read it. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. All right, so we got 2 things. Deception, right? And man. Okay, well, and what man? Right? Then he goes straight into it. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many. We can start right there. Where did he start? He started with deception and a man. Then he went where? He went straight to the circumcision. Who's anointed? The circumcision, right? They're claiming to be anointed, right? So where does that land? Where does that take us? Well, who's the most visual, right? Who's the biggest, right, phylacteries, or the biggest line of niggas going around the block, right? Instead of hiding, right, in the secret place of the Most High, you got niggas saying, I'm over here snaking all the way around the Civic Center or whatever. That's the first sign right there. That's deception. Okay? Nobody told you to march around to do a 1,000,000-man march. Nobody told you to do that. Right? And who allowed you to do that? Right? Who allowed Muhammad Ali, right? Who allowed Cassius Clay to change his name? See, when you think about the slickness, the deception of it, okay? When did Cassius Clay change his name to Muhammad Ali? In my lifetime, I believe it was like 65, right? Let's just say that. So the so-called white man had no problem with the greatest boxer, right, of all time, right, whoop Esau's ass in the ring and then call himself what? If he would have called himself an Israelite, it would have never worked. But yeah, you could call yourself a Muslim and we'll stand behind it, right? And all the little kids, including me, that can't wait to see you fight, they're going to want to be just like you. They're going to want to be just like you, a Muslim, right? If that nigga would have stood up and said, I'm from the 12 tribes of Israel, they would have put his ass to death immediately. Okay? That's that deception. All right? And anybody who knows better, like, for example, Candace Owens. All right? Candace right now done flipped. She was in the main house, right? She was in Massa's house for a minute, and then they dispatched her, right? They dispatched her. Said, okay, we're gonna act like we're kicking you out, and then you're gonna go down there and you're gonna deceive people even more. Because if you don't come right out and say this, you heard what Kanye said, right? You were backing Kanye, number one. You heard what Kyrie said. You see what's going on, right? But then you don't mention, you go right up to and use all the information that comes out of Hebrew Israelism, right? You're using all that information, but you ain't saying nothing about Hebrew Israelites, okay? You're attacking the small hats, right? And you're putting them on blast, but you ain't saying nothing about us or where you got the counter information from, the truth. Because you're standing on truth, but you're not bringing out the whole truth, like where it came from and who we are, right? You're teasing the situation. So we see you, Candace. We see you, all right? And you're not slick, okay? You're no better than Kanye, Kyrie. They got you on a short leash, right? And you're doing counterintelligence. They got you out there. You're on some COINTELPRO shit. We know who you're married to and who your father-in-law is. Okay, we know. We research so that when we say these things, you know, we're saying it's real easy if you have spiritual discernment to see what she's doing. Right? Why don't you just come with the whole truth? You know, you've been watching us, right? Now you're setting us up out there. So everything is deception. What they dispatched Candace, right? Well, they dispatched Nate. All right? This nigga got on fringes, right? He's leading the people astray, clearly, withholding the name. Jacob's trouble is gay. Ain't no microchips. Come on, man. You're against the whole truth. This is what you want. It's easy to see. You're against this whole truth across the board. Here it is. You got film. And when I say film, nigga, I mean 8 mil of you perfectly teaching the names of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? So we know you know. And then after that, we got you doing a whole hypocrite, right? You're a whole hypocrite, right? So what does that mean? Okay, that's that. That means before you listen to somebody tell you a lie about the mark of the beast, all right, which is Nate. He gonna lie to you. He's on record. Ain't no microchips. That's a whole campaign. Okay, that goes back 10, 15. How many years does that go back? And here we are standing. Here we are today. Standing where? What is, okay? World War III might be up there, right? Monkeypox might be up there. But guess what else is? That microchip, dude, is out there right now. It's out there. And it's forcing all you fucking Israelite camps are being awful quiet right now. Because you stood, you made a stand, okay? You made such a stand on the sea hip, right? The Most High created a division so wide, there's no going back. All right, so we're waiting for you, Nate, moron. We're waiting for the great moron speech, right? We're waiting. Because you're going to try to slide right back up in there. Let's go back to Matthew. All right, there's too much right here that's going on right now. All these wars, rumors of war, and niggas selling out. That's in there. Okay? Sellout niggas are right here in Matthew 24. Matthew 24 and 5 again. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Okay, so, and Nate came in the name, and then hid the name. Okay? Did Nate come in the name? He did. And then he started that deception. Right? That's him. He came in the name and then started to deceive many and say, you could say yo, play yo. Okay? These are the signs of the end. All right? What are the signs of the end? See it. Do we see that right now? Is that like a hot topic out there right now? Of course it is. Of course it is. They're trying to slow walk you. Oh, we got another C-hip right here. This one regulates your insulin. Right? Come on. That right there should show you where this devil is going on a slow walk. And you niggas don't see that? Come on. Al-Azhar. Well, you will admit the truth. Even though you're trying to fucking make money, trying to get a bag on the way out of here, because you don't really believe, I'll give you a pass on the sea hill. But you other clowns, right? Johanna, motherfuckers are clowns now. Because this is serious business, the sea hill. All right? Why would you be put to death? Why would you get a blister from sin? That's just stupid. Come on. That makes it physical. It makes it physical. Come on, man. The fact that whatever, that chip, the one that regulates insulin or whatever it does, the fact that it has a serum on board that can be dispatched at any time, that should tell you something. Okay? That's a hint as to what this thing is capable of. All right? That's just more information. Then they say, oh, well, we got this implantable microchip that does this. Right? Not the one that counts your money, but this one, right, releases a small amount of dopamine or whatever. The point being made is what? Deception. All right? When somebody tells you, right, don't worry about the infrastructure that they're setting up for the chip and how important it is. They could not have possibly mentioned it in the Bible, right? Here it is, the Bible got everything in it, down to people's name, right? Philip the Macedonian, who is Alexander the Great's father. His name is in the Bible. Okay? So, if you want pinpoint accuracy, right? Alexander the Great knew who he was in the Bible. They told him. But the Bible ain't real. Come on. Dude. All right? What do you have to know? You know, it's been hard. When you look back after years and years and years, and you wonder how motherfuckers were so stupid. And I'm not, exalting myself in any way, shape, or form. But I noticed a bunch of motherfuckers was just stupid, right? All around me, brothers. I'm like, what's wrong with you niggas? How do you not see things that are just easy, plain, right? Niggas are just stupid, right? Not everybody is spiritual, right? And then people are just fucking stupid, right? The Most High got their eyes completely covered, right? Matthew 24:11, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. I don't know how we went straight to this. I was on the market of the beast when I came out, right? But see, we went from the mark of the beast to these monkeypox because they're inextricably linked. And if you don't understand that, see, you didn't see, it went right over your head what happened in 2020. Okay, when the CVID came out, you missed what happened. The main implementation was those cards, that proof of VACKS, right? Proof of VACKS, VAX. It was on a card, and they did all that. It was all a setup. Why? Because niggas are going to falsify the cards. Did they go into that? If you falsify, we catch you falsifying these proof of VAX. There's a fine that goes in. Everything was in place, right? You guys walked right in like zombies, right? You walked right into the trap, right? Because that's all that was. That was a rehearsal for what? For now. And then they're going to come, well, we can't use those paper cards no more. We know how you niggas act. What are you going to, why would you even give a nigga, right? Why would you even give him a paper card and a pencil? Because you know he's going to falsify it. Right? Problem, reaction, solution. You walked right into it. Of course you did. And what are they doing? They're causing all. How do you cause all? Well, you let a nigga cheat first. Use some pencils and paper. What's the natural thing somebody's gonna do? They're gonna go in there and do what they gotta do. Like Joe Biden didn't sign that release form, right? Somebody goes in there and does what they gotta do. Well, we have to prevent that. How do we prevent it? Easy. We need a way of getting your records. What is that dealing with? What is the falsification of proof of VAX? What is that? Okay? That's something somebody clever came up with, right? As the first step to trapping your ass. Okay? Oh, this is about the virus. It's not about the virus. It doesn't matter what the virus is. It's about being able to control you or being able to get you on record. Okay? Real ID. Right? What they want to do is get you on record. All right? It's not about no fucking virus. That virus didn't do shit to nobody. But what they did, though, they forced you to get a shot. And if you didn't get a shot, that's okay this time around, right? Go back to Bill and Melinda Gates. Next time around, we'll get everybody's attention. Yeah, because you're going to force some shit. It's going to be different. You're ready. You know who's going to resist. Got that category, right? You guys got a lot of work done that last round. But I guarantee there ain't going to be no paper proof of vax cards. Guarantee. No. That's when that push gonna come to shove, and they're gonna shove that chip right up in your arm. That's what's coming. Okay? Now, anybody saying different, right? Anybody saying different is a false teacher. So you can start out talking about the CEO. Guess where you're gonna wind up? Ain't no microchip. See how that works? I'm not staying on Nate. I started out with, here comes the C-hip, right? From the monkeypox. You see how all of this adds up together? It's a big net, right? It's a big net. And you're in there squirming around, you're caught. You're caught in the net. In a drag net. And who's throwing the dragnet out? Well, the detective, right? Friday. His name is Nate Satan. Detective Nathaniel Wright. 7. Throwing the dragnet out. And you niggas are caught up in it. Johanna's caught up in it. And you're teaching men to do so. You're teaching people that it's going to be okay. How are we going to spend our money, Nate? It's going to be okay. We're going to get that chip. That's not the mark of the beast, okay? We're going to spend our money. Don't be afraid. That's what's going on, man. Right? It's amazing. Right? No, see, the example, the prime example, primo, meaning one, the one example is Yahushua. Yahushua wasn't trying to get his bag. Yahushua knew he was going to be tortured, and he knew he was going to be put to death. Where's that in IUIC? Huh? Where is that? Where are the men of IUIC that are ready to be tortured and put to death? Like the example, Yahushua. None of you, because you're not calling on the name of Yahushua, right? You guys are out there being Caesar Borgia, okay? You ain't with no torture and being put to death. You ain't trying to, you don't understand that being a martyr is an honorable thing. Okay, you guys aren't thinking like that. You're thinking about everlasting life the way that it is right now. Under this devil, right? That's what as long as you got 150 million, you're cool. You could do this. You could do things on this side, in hell. Okay? This is what we're seeing. Same thing with Al-Azhar. He ain't trying to go nowhere. Okay? And your whole thing is you can't even see the Most High clowning you right now. What did you say? The 2/3 we're gonna burn it with the book? Come on. So the water wasn't real that drowned niggas would know it. Noah made a boat, and the water was symbolic, right? It was the word. The ark floated on the Bible, which is the word, which is the water, right? Come on, man. Did the Most High put niggas grievously to death in with that water? He did that with Pharaoh. He killed them niggas with that water. Or was that symbolic? You understand? You're trying to say that the fire is somehow symbolic, that it's spiritual. No, no. Niggas dying. See, is this spiritual? Let's see. Or is this physical? See, because a nigga thinks he's slick. Guess what? This Bible is way too big, and it says way too many things for you to tell a lie and think that we can't come after that lie. Right? This is Zechariah. This is simple. The fire, nigga, is symbolic. We're going to burn him with the book. Fucking clown, man. Zechariah. Where am I going? Anybody know? Zechariah 14 and 12. Right? And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem, just like he smote everybody, all you wicked ass niggas that was throwing rocks at Noah. He smoked your ass, but he did it with water. This time, however, somehow, the fire, this nuclear fire that we're going to read about, somehow it's the book. No, that's not why. What is a mushroom cloud? Is a mushroom cloud, what do you call that? In the spiritual, I'm not going to receive my judgment. It doesn't make any sense. What is this? Let's read it again. Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. That's us judging the 2/3 in the wilderness. That's nuclear annihilation is what that is. Okay? That's a nuclear melting. Come on, man. Fuck is wrong with you? This late in the game, and we know what's going on. We see it. Scary as all hell. All right? One shall burn as another. Let's get this first. This is 2 Peter 3 and start at 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, and in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Well, we just read the elements melting with fervent heat in Zechariah. But that's the Bible somehow? That's being tried and refined and through the furnace of adversity through the scriptures? No, it's not. That exists. But this is talking about, right? What is this talking about? This ain't them nukes. The nukes ain't going in. Basically, that's what Alizar is saying. So explain yourself there, Adonis, Delirious. Explain yourself. There ain't no nukes. The nukes are not going to burn up Babylon the Great. You're so busy switching up the doctrine. You're gone. You're out there. You're on that hot seat. It says, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. That's the bombs exploding. And here's the heat. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. It sounds a lot like the water, right? That was real water. It wasn't the book, it wasn't the word drowning them, right? Refining them with water, cleansing. It wasn't the word cleansing them when they drowned to their deaths. This sounds like the opposite. Same story, but with fire this time, right? That's what that sounds like. The earth, what? The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. That sounds a lot like the earth being over flooded with water, right? Second death. First death was water. Second death, fire. But the fire is symbolic, and we're going to hit the 2/3, right? Let's go to Zechariah 13. There's too much to glean. 13 and what? 8. Through the fire. This is it, man. So, no, the third part is coming through the fire. Not when we get in the wilderness, we're going to put the 2/3 through the fire, and then they're going to come. But where's that in here? You add to the strength. You're adding, dude. Look at this. Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein, right? And I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine. So where is it bringing the 2/3 through the fire? Where is that? And refine them as silver, as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, I will hear them. I will say it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. Where? The 2/3 are going to be burned down. It says, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. In what? In the fire. Okay? Where does it say that we're going to put them through the fire and refine them? Where does it say that? I'm sure you got an answer to that. But you're going to have to go way off to go get it. Right? You're going to have to make something up. So anyway, there's just too much here. 2 Peter 3 and 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, right? The elements. What manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation of God, who's looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Dude, you gotta, man. So this is a game then. Okay, money or a bag turns all of this truth into nothing, into make-believe, right? You don't believe this, and whatever money, whatever flesh-pleasing mechanism you're indulging in right now, okay, is oh shit, is more glorious than this truth. Dude, the truth. See, this is how, I mean, you could tell a nigga with fringes on. You could tell. You know how you could tell a nigga with fringes on? Because he has zero fear of Yahweh Bashim. He doesn't fear the Most High. He doesn't believe what it says in this book. Okay? Something happened. First of all, you never believe. If there's a point, right, especially right now on the way out, if there's a point where you're struggling with what to believe about this book, you don't believe it. You don't. Most High got you there. You're a stumbling block. You don't even know it. Right now, you're looking like a damn clown. What? The 2/3? What? And see, Al-Azhar, you can't see yourself, right? Like I can see. Here's how I see. Well, you were in GMS, you got kicked out for every good reason, especially insubordination, right? That's on your record, okay? Now, what do you do after that? Right? Well, you scoff your teachers, right? Like this kid, uh, Deacon, right? He's slandering, bearing false. We're making a whole video to bear false witness. How fucking stupid are you? You just gotta fucking be stupid to do some shit like that. Okay? You got no proof of what you're saying, right? If I made a video, ain't no microchips, and said that this nigga is pushing false doctrine, it's because I can prove it. But when you start saying, table grapes, right? And shit that got no business coming out of nobody's mouth. I'm like, dude. First of all, you can't prove that because it's not true. You're stupid enough to let that come out of your mouth? This doesn't mean anything. You don't fear the Most High. You're playing games out here. Idiot. You're stupid. And there's a lot of stupid people out here. Right? Clearly, because you don't fear the Most High. Shalom. Shalom. The brother Elder Damawatia. Shalom. Shalom. Yeah, you don't fear the Most High. There's a lot of I don't fear the Most High going on out there. Right? If you could bear false witness like that, is you can say, oh, these, you can make a whole video. Well, this group, stay away from this group because they rape little girls. Why would you fucking say that unless you can prove it, and you know you can't? You're playing a game at that point. You're not even watching out for yourself. You could say that in malice and in strife because you're playing a game. This is not a game, stupid. If somebody says something about you, most likely that's the spirit warning you. And you should take a step back and examine yourself and see if any of it is true. And if it's not, say that it's not, prove that it's not, and keep it moving. Not start some fucking stupid playground fight where you'll just say anything whether it's true or not. It's not that kind of game. It's not a game at all, but you're playing it like you're on a fucking schoolyard. Okay? It's serious business. If somebody says something about you that's not true and they're bearing false witness, that's serious business. So then, if somebody says something that you know is not true about you, you're gonna jump up and do the goddamn same thing and get yourself in trouble? Now, that's called playing a game. It's not a game to be played. Somebody does that to you, you step back and analyze the situation. Why would he do something? Does he not fear the Most High? That's not true, right? And then you come with the proof and make it known that it's not true. And then you stay away from that person. You don't engage in a fucking back and forth game with them, right? Because guess what? All your followers are watching you do that. And what are they going to do? GMS loved little girls. There's no truth in that. Now you got all these people doing what you do. It's a game, it's a playground game. You can't see that. And somehow you think it's okay, and then your next step is what? To go further into that kind of behavior as though it's okay. It's not a game, stupid. It's not a game. Okay? You're going to be held accountable for everything that comes out of your mouth. If that's true for everybody, you got to watch out. You got to measure your words carefully. And before, Somebody says, that's a serious fucking allegation. Okay? So before you co-sign with that, you're like, before I say that too, it might get myself in trouble. Let me get the facts straight. Let me get my ducks in a row. Before I sign with that, no, you can't follow a nigga into the ditch just because he said it. Follow a multitude to do evil. You can't do that. You got to make sure that what your brother standing next to you, you got to make sure that he's righteous, because he might say some foul ass shit, and you're walking with him. Now you're in trouble. No, you got to examine everybody. If this guy is speaking on your behalf, you better make sure that what he's saying is 100% on point. When you go to make a serious allegation like somebody is a pedophile, you better have your proof right. Okay? Nathaniel Ray is a detective. He's an agent. Agent Ray. Did I say something wrong? We could start right there. He's the police. He's an agent. This is facts. Okay? So what am I doing when I say that? I'm watching what comes out of my mouth. All right? He might not be an agent in the truth. I can't prove that. I mean, there's a laundry list of things that we can write down and we can speculate for sure. But before I say he's a bona fide agent in the truth, and before you say that, you got to have your proof right. Now, is he an agent? Well, if he was a detective, right, with New York's finest or whatever, right, it's a kind of play on words, right? And why am I doing that? Am I playing a game? No, I'm showing you, right, how serious this is about what comes out of your mouth. That's serious. It might not be serious to you because you don't fear the Most High. What does this mean? Let's go to Proverbs. Let's put it like this. Proverbs 1:7. Okay? Here's Proverbs 1:7. Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Here's some instruction for you. Okay, let's put those two things together. The fear of the Most High. Right? Here's your instruction. Every idle word out of your mouth, you will have to give an account for. That's instruction. Watch what comes out of your mouth, because you're going to pay for it. All right? If you fear the Most High, the last thing coming out of your mouth is slander, malice, false witness. He hates that. And you got no problem with it. You can't prove that anybody is a pedophile. And you're repeating that, pushing it out to your followers, right? What are you doing? And guess what? Here's what you don't know, or you'll never be able to see, okay? And this is my assessment, okay? And I'm sure that a lot of brothers feel exactly the same way, but my assessment of the situation, the Most High deals with men on the earth, okay? At one time, he dealt with Noah, right? He dealt with Moses, okay? He dealt with Abraham. Who is the Most High dealing with right now on this earth? Who's he dealing with? Is it Nate? Is the Most High dealing with Nate and put him in purple and made lines and said, go and march around the Safe Mart Center? Is that the Most High doing that? Okay. I'll tell you who the Most High is dealing with. All right. Who's showing all the attributes, right, of doing what the Most High got you out here doing. That's the Elder Apostle Tahar, starting with, okay? Starting with the Elder Apostle Tahar. So now, let's just say that that might be true, okay? Where does that put Hassan? You can go straight after the elder apostle Tahar, after all the works that he's done before you were even born. You're going after him. What if that's the man, right? Nigga, you might be turning white like Miriam in a minute right here. And then Deacon, right, makes a whole video calling the man on the earth that I believe that the Most High is dealing with like he dealt with Moses. Okay? Who would that man be right now? It would be the elder apostle Tahar. So here you are making a whole video about a slanderous fucking lie, right? You don't fear the Most High. The point that I'm getting is, you don't fear the Most High. You think this is some fucking game, and that you can say shit that has no basis in reality. How is this man teaching Israel, which is what he's doing, relentlessly, and you're over here bearing, nigga, he taught you, and you're bearing false witness? Got zero fear of the Most High, man. You fucking kids, man. It heats me up. It heats me up. I pray that the elder apostle Tahar gets spiritual power, right? And the Most High sends him after you fucking slanderous ass niggas. I pray that the elder apostle Tahar gets spiritual power, right? Complete spiritual power. And he exacts retribution on you slanderous ass fucking niggas out there with fringes on, who he taught, and you should fucking know better. That shit is just, boy, it heats me up, right? The least you could do is shut the fuck up and go get your money, right? You know who you learned from. What are you doing? Same thing with Nate. Nigga, you know who you learned from. What are you doing? This is how you know a nigga is just full of shit. You're slandering? You're engaged in a slanderous round robin? Man. Now I gotta get there. Salaki, bear with me. Every idle word. Salaki, bear with me. Matthew 12 and 36. Salaki. Started. This is Matthew 12. I'm going to start at 33. Matthew 12 and 33. Either make a good tree, Salaki. Start again. Matthew 12 and 33. Either make the tree good and his fruit good, or else make the tree corrupt and his fruit corrupt, for the tree is known by his fruit. Alazar. Gonna read on, but first, a little commentary. Your fruit would be Deacon and this guy Assad. Just look at them right there. They're being miniature you, Alazar. They got a hat on, slanging merchandise and smell goods, and slander. right? They learned well from you. They're completely insubordinate, right? Matthew 12 and 34. O generation of vipers, how can ye, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. So the abundance of the heart, you're over here calling number one, a pedophile, right? What's that saying about you? First of all, you're lying, right? You're bearing false. You're lying. You're bearing false witnesses. Do I gotta go and get the 10 things that the Most High hates, or 6 things that the Most High hates? Might have to get it because it's all you. It's all you guys, and you guys are clowns, man. All right. How come you're not out there pushing that the mark of the beast is the chip? If you could do anything good, Alazar, Deacon, and Hassad, if you could do anything right now, you would be out there pushing that the mark of the beast is the chip and warning the people. Are you even doing that? You're not doing that. But what you're doing is I'm heated because you got my my elder apostles, right, out there fucked up like you know, like you could do that. You can't do that. You can't do that, man. And not catch that. This is the elder Damawathia from, I believe it's Orlando. In a minute. Proverbs 14 and 21. I believe these one does. Make sure. Oh, we're going there. 14:24. Proverbs 14 and 24. Let me get on it. The crown of the wise is their riches, but the foolishness of fools is folly. What are we watching here? I got my hat. I got my matching shirt. You look like a fucking bunch of clowns playing a game. We're at the end of this thing. You should be pushing the mark of the beast as a chip. You're not doing it. At least you have that. You're not even pushing that. You're fighting with the elders and the men that you learned from. What the hell is wrong with you? And you're supposed to be spiraling out of control. And we're supposed to be pointing and saying, we got to be at the end. Look at these niggas. Look at them. They're waxing so bad right now. And I mean, that 2/3 doctrine, that right there, come on, that's as bad as Nate hiding the name. What is wrong with these guys? Are spiraling out of control. So look. James 3 and 5. Yeah, man, you gotta let no man take your crown out here. These niggas have lost their crown to the filthy lucre. James 5 and Slovakia again. James 3 and 5. This is the Elder Damawathia. James 3 and 5. Even so the tongue is a little member and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. Okay? So, hey, that thing that they said, right, we grew up with, sticks and stones may break my bones, right? This word, right, It will cleanse you. It will put you through the fire. Okay? It will uh, cut you with both sides, right? Down to the marrow. All right? But this is not the fire that is going to burn up the 2/3. Okay? That's some false ass doctrine. Let's go back. Let's go back here. The water to the elder. Let's go back to Zechariah. Okay, this is symbolic, right? This is spiritual, right? This is a spiritual fire. Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. That's how we're gonna put the 2/3 through the fire. That's the Bible, right? That's this consuming fire. That's us putting the 2/3, right, through and refining them as gold, right? Where is that? Where does it say that the elect is going to put the 2/3 through the fire and try them as fine gold? You're just making shit up. And it's obvious for us. Salakia, Malak. Yep. Salakia, Malak. I stand corrected. Malak Damawathia, right? He's a fellow servant. I'm a fellow servant out here. And see, that is the conversation. Okay? That humbleness, that humility. See, this is a man of the Lord. It's just easy to see somebody who is exalting themselves and 3 deep and looking for status, and it's bad. It's bad. I got kicked out of GMS before Al-Azhar and whoever, right? But here's what I didn't do. I didn't go to the printer and make up a hat and a shirt combo and make up some smell goods, right? Shit. Been catching hell the whole time, but hanging tough, right? Hanging tough on the ropes many times. But you don't then turn this truth into a house of merchandise or a way to become somebody in the world, right? I'm gonna be a rock star on the Hebrew Israelite circuit, and I'm gonna go get a bus like Comfy and go do gigs. I made my last album, dropped, and who thinks like that, man? No, you should be like, is this thing over tomorrow? I gave everything away. Gave away all my fucking guitars. Gave away all. I don't want this shit no more. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna have to walk away from all this shit anyway. All right? When it's time to become a pilgrim, I gotta walk away from this. These niggas are trying to stack a bank account. How are you gonna spend anything when you know? See, Al-Azhar, you know. Is the mark of the beast still the chip? Because you're trying to get 150 million like somebody else I know. It makes sense that it's not. Okay, so we're waiting for you to switch up. That's what we're doing. We want to know, Al-Azhar and Deacon and Genesis, we want to know if the mark of the beast is still the chip, because it's almost time to throw your money away, right? You gotta throw your money in the street, right? Because you don't give a shit about the money. See, Nate is gonna take the chip to spend his 150 million. What are you gonna do, Al-Azhar? Or are you gonna switch up your doctrine? We know you're about that money. We see you switching your doctrine right now. The 2/3. What's up with the Mark of the Beast? Let's cut to the chase. Right? Fuck your new doctrine. You can do whatever you want to do. Is Mark of the Beast still a chip? This is what we want to know. We'll cut right down to it and see if you sold out or not. Okay, because if you did sell out, guess what they told you? Jacob's Trouble is gay. Yo Play Yogurt and ain't no microchips. What else do you want me to say, massa? All right? You fucking clowns. What do we read? 5 and 3? Is it James? Smoke on fire. 3 and 5. Let's see. Even so, the tongue is a little member and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. Man, let me tell you something right now. I'm happy just to be in the truth. And Lord willing, I am in the truth. Because you got niggas running around thinking that they are in the truth, right? And I'm going to say one name, right? And you know what's funny is how all these names are connected, right? You call, Yahweh call, or whatever you want to call this nigga. This nigga believes he's in the truth, right? All the blood, murderous death you got on your hands out there, and you out there non-stop like you're in the truth, and that's a scary situation. You know what? If you're still in the truth, here's what you would do. You would repent. You would apologize to all the men that you destroyed. And you destroyed a lot. Okay? You're out there. Oh, I'm nonstop on the block. I'm out there every day. Are you in the truth? Have you examined yourself? See, what you got to do, if you're in the truth, here's what you're doing all the time. You're examining yourself. You say, do I got to go repent and apologize? Who do I? Let me check my mental Rolodex and find out if I should be out there making amends with somebody that I might have, because I know I'm a piece of shit and a fuck up, because that's what everybody's telling me. Let me go back. If you got whole camps saying, look, nigga, stay away from, there might be something wrong. Okay, and at that point, what do? You get in the mirror, you examine yourself, and you correct that whole thing. Has that guy done that? No. No, he's doubled down and stood 10 toes down on wickedness. So, anybody attached to him, his fruit, like the book just said, all we got to do is look at them acting just like him, right? Well, if I'm correct, if I'm not correct, somebody correct me. But I believe that your call came out of Washington, like Seattle, and I believe that what's the name was up there too. These niggas travel; they go back and forth, and they hustling, right? They hustling brothers in different camps, all the way up the whole West Coast. I'm gonna hustle the whole West Coast, right? And destroy niggas. Right? But I believe that Al-Azhar came out of that Seattle camp. I know you called it, and then went everywhere destroying. That's what he does. What is that? Anyway. So, I mean, your call is you know what's happening right there. And you look at these other cats, they're basically, the only difference with Yakal was he tried to stay with GMS as long as he could. When he got put out, he just kept doing the same thing. I don't know if he went and made hats and turned it into merchandise, right? But he's so far off. And when I say that, I know because I dealt with him personally. So this is my testimony. Guess what? This ain't no game, man. I know what happened right here, and I know you ain't repenting. I know the people around you ain't repenting. That's above you, all right? Because guess what? I'm a pretty good judge of character, all right? And when I see a nigga, yeah, the nigga's hanging out in the truth, man. What the hell is that, right? And you gotta be there. We started, right? What is this? There's a name for this. Let's go back to Matthew 24. The Salaki, I know I'm talking a lot, but that's the spirit. All right? Matthew 24 and 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. You know what another name for that is? A nigga in the truth. Many niggas are going to be in the truth. This is what it's saying. You're going to have niggas masquerading as a prophet. Right? Grifting, hustling. A nigga standing right next to you, figuring out how he can hustle. Oh, I'm going to take his kindness. Well, I'm going to do him like we do out here in the street. Nigga, what is wrong with you? I'm going to bring the hood up into the truth where we can wear fitted hats and rap and hustle each other. All right? What's this Tariq Nasheed book? How to hustle, how to have pimp game. How to have pimp game in this truth and smell goods, nigga. I got that. Right here. Hit the Cash App and all of that shit. Like, I don't know what a Cash App is. I don't know what Zelle. I might have used that shit once or twice, and I'm like, this is not what I do. But you motherfucking kids, boy. Zero respect for your elders. Here it is. This man done taught you the truth. You're slandering it. What is it? 6. Ezekiel. Isaiah 66. Salah. Not Isaiah. Salah. I'm sure it's Ezekiel. Proverbs 66. The book of Proverbs 6 and 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him, all of them. Okay? This is Alazar. This is Alazar, Yakal, Deacon, and this kid Hassan. A proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood. That's you, Yakal. A heart that devises wicked imagination, Yakal. Feet that be swift in running to mischief, Yakal. 5, a false witness that speaketh lie, that's 6. And 7, he that soweth discord among brethren. You call. My God. You're notorious. And I know that you guys all came out of that Seattle camp, right? That same demon is on all you guys. Right? And what are you doing? You're giving us a prime example that we're at the end, right? We need you right now, all right? What is trending right now? The mark of the beast is trending. Monkeypox is trending. And niggas bearing false witness is trending, right? Your time is very short out here. 2 Peter 3:3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers. There you are. See, so this is an indication we need to see, as much as we need to see the undisputable fact that the infrastructure for the mark of the beast is overwhelming everything right now. People are scared. They see it. See, here's what the Most High did. He locked you in to a lie. You knew the mark of the beast was a chip, but you didn't know that when we got to this point, guess what? You're locked into some bullshit. You see that chip coming just like everybody else, but you're locked into that lie. The Most High got you, trapped you in your own lie, right? You know, went back and forth with GMS so much that you can't humble yourself now. You can't admit. And see, here's the thing, Al-Azhar, is the mark of the beast a chip? And why aren't you pushing that hard right now and warning the people? No, you're giving the 2/3 a pass. Here's what you're saying. Don't worry, the Bloods and the Crips, my gang. I'm gonna get you in. That's what you're saying. You done chose sides with a gang. I'm not even sure. I don't know anything about a gang, but I did see you claim one or the other, right? While being in the truth. So really, what you're doing is you're trying to bring gangbanging into the truth, right? And we know that the gangbangers, they're not of the elect, are they? Well, that's what Al-Azhar is. He's trying to clean them up and bring them through the fire, right? That's what you're doing. Because you're trying to bring gangbanging into the truth. You're trying to bring the world. Let me see, I got nothing against gangbanging. Do what you do, all right? But don't bring the world into the truth. There's no room for it. Okay? But thank you for showing your colors, because what you're doing is you're letting us know how close we are to the end. Let me go back to this again. 2 Peter 3:3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers. It says shall come. Well, here you are. We must be in the last days. We're supposed to extrapolate. Well, why are niggas just flaring up out of nowhere, coming with some weird, fake-ass false doctrine trying to save the 2/3? In a minute, you're going to be trying to save Esau, right? Abhor not Assyrian, right? It's funny, man. It's scary, it's funny. We're just very close. That's what it is. Balak. Salakia Balak. Walking after their own lust. Money. Money. The love of money, right? It's not money, it's the love of money. Right? Money is a defense, right? We all need some money, but guess what? You don't hustle your brother. You don't bear false witness. What was that whole campaign, that Hassad campaign? Let me attack the elder apostle to bring attention. What is wrong with you, motherfucker? Is that a computer game? That's an internet game, right? You get my internet game up, right? Start a little ruckus over here and get a bunch of fun, starting ruckus with the man that the Most High is dealing with on the earth? Tell me who the Most High is dealing with on the earth. Is it Alazar? Is the Most High dealing with Alazar like he dealt with Moses? Because if he is dealing with it, he just passed up everybody, passed up the other apostles, passed up everybody else and was waiting for Alazar to break off, to get kicked out of GMS so that he could deal with him. That's the mind of a child, right? A grown-ass man don't think. A man that was raised by his father, right? And I mean getting that ass whooped with discipline. Guess what? He laughs at no discipline. He sees it and he laughs and shakes his head. Who's this fucking stupid kid? I would never follow him. Just like he ain't following nobody, ain't nobody gonna follow him. You gotta follow somebody. You wanna be Moses. Nigga, you ain't no Moses. It says Moses was more humble than any man on the earth. That's what the Bible says. I would have to say that elder apostle, I know humble, right? I know humble. I've seen humble. The elder apostles of Hard taught me. They all did. The elder apostles taught me. The elder bishops. All right. So I know. I'm not Mr. Hebrew Israelite out there. I do the best that I can. But here's what I do know. I'm assured of who I learned from. I'm assured of the doctrine that I have, and I'm assured of who I learned it from, right? And I'm cool. Hell, I'm older than some of the elder apostles. Okay, just to put shit in perspective, okay? Just to put it in perspective, all right? So there's that humility that comes in there. Just because you're old don't mean you run the show, right? That's understood. But ain't no fucking kid popping up out of the woodwork. There was one kid that sat in the synagogue and made everybody look crazy. But that ain't you. Okay? And I bet you the one that sat in the synagogue and was clowning everybody, bet you he was humble, right? He was meek, right? All the way through that torture and then got put to death. That's how meek he was. And he wasn't now hustling the truth, trying to get paid, right? And that's your example. At what point did Yahushua start hustling? That's my question. You are going to be, right, confronted very soon with a choice. The choice of whether to play the game of society or to walk away from it, all right? You're going to have to walk away. So you got to start now. It's Revelation 13:16. And it causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save that he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. The mark of the beast is not money. It's not 6 coins, 6 bills, and 6 certificates. It's none of those things. Money is not a mark of nothing. Okay? First of all, it would be the love of money, right? Not the money itself. How is the money the mark of the beast? That's stupid. Is the mark of the beast a physical thing? Yes, it is. It's dealing with money. It's about how you buy and sell, okay? Is that the money itself? No. We got that right now, right? It says he causeth all. He caused it yet. Right? Is the money the mark? It is in German. It's called Deutschmarks. Okay? So I'll give you that one. But I ain't giving up nothing. Shalom. All right? So you're going to have to make a choice. The charagma, the mark being spoken of there, is an RFID microchip or the Neuralink, right? That basically do the same thing. It hooks you up to the grid. It hooks you to the computer, right? It hooks you up to a digital world that they want you to participate in, right? And you're going to be forced to make a choice. And it's a life or death choice, okay? You're surely gonna die if you take it, right? And there's a chance that you might not if you don't. And these are the things that you have to know, okay? The things that you have to know is that you will be confronted with a choice. And they're gonna make it sound really attractive. Oh, universal basic income. We're gonna give you free money. Right? And Jake loves to hear that. That's tickling Jake's funny bone in his flesh. He loves that. We got hamburgers over here, nigga. We got a bag of weed. We got $100. If you take this, remember that? Well, they're doing it again under the guise of Mpox, right? Mpox go to Sweden. What does that mean? Mpox goes to Sweden means that's where the chip is. In order to get cleared of Mpox, you gotta prove that you've seen the doctor and that you got this fucking shot. How are you gonna do that? Well, they're doing it in Sweden right now. Does that make sense? And see, what we're doing is we're seeing things through the spirit before they even manifest. Why did they say, well, the first case outside Africa is in Sweden? They could have said that about anyone. And how do you know? How do you know the first case is in Sweden? Says who? Right? Says whoever owns the fucking television. Right? Why did they say Sweden? Could have said anywhere. Could have said Denmark. Right? Now you gotta be able to see in the spirit where this thing is going. And the Most High is the one laying down the clues if you're spiritual at all, right? But it's foolishness unto you. You can't see in the spirit. What is it about Sweden? What does monkeypox and Sweden have to do with each other? What happened to China, right? When COVID came out, right? Well, it came out of Wuhan, China, and the Kung Flu, and China, China was partially demonized, yeah, because that's where it came out of. So it's coming out of where now? It's coming out of Africa. So Africa will be demonized, right? And guess what? The guy in Sweden, guess what he looks like? They look like an African, right? See how this whole game is being played? What's going on in Europe right now? Don't they got a little race war going on that they're not talking about? Of course they do. There's a little race war over there. Go ask the Edomites that live in England. What are they doing? They're fighting for what they're calling their land, right? They're saying whites only can drive down through here. That's not a race war. We're going to stomp you out and pull you out of the car and beat the shit out of you if you're not white. Is that a race war? Is that going on over there? You better check the record. Okay? So, and guess what? That's supposed to be going on right here too. It's supposed to be happening simultaneously. But guess what the Most High's plan is? Well, it's not to have the race war here yet. All right? But that shit over in Sweden, what is a white boy in Sweden? When he hears monkeypox is coming to Sweden, it's coming from Africa, what are they thinking? What are the white people in Sweden thinking? Oh, get these niggers out of here. Right? They know exactly what they're doing, right? So do we. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. It helps to know what this nigga's doing. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. One of those devices is called the RFID microchip. We're not ignorant of that. We know that it's in Sweden. Those of us that are watching and warning the people, we know it's in Sweden. Nate and Nate's crew, they don't know that. Let's just use the number 80. 80% of the people in Sweden are already microchipped. Nate doesn't give a fuck about that because he's not watching. He wants his people. He don't want his people to know that, right? Because the MOTB is not to him. So that's not important to him. See? It's important to us. So when we see Mpox, which was made in the laboratory, and at first, when they made it, right, it was passed sexually. But suddenly, when they needed to take down the whole world, guess what? It's passed on the wind. You can load it up on a plane, nigga, and drop it in any city you want to. Right, Bill? Suddenly, it's easily accessible and can take down anybody, right? Why? They're going to force you to get that seed. If you can't see that, you can't put that together through the Spirit. They're telling you, or they're telegraphing to who? The men of the Lord. What are we doing? We're running with it. We're warning the people. That's Ezekiel. Ezekiel 3 and 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. We just saw monkeypox come from Africa to go to Sweden. Why? What does that mean? Well, we're hearing the word at the Most High's mouth and giving them warning. Right? Hey, what's in Sweden? Well, They got this over there. And now they're sending monkeypox over there. Why? How does that add up? What does that mean in the spirit? Okay? It means that you're going to have to get that microchip to not be a monkey. Watch how they spin it. Okay? And they slowed down on it. They were running. Hey, last week they was running with monkeypox hard. Now they slowed it down. They pumped the brakes for some reason. What are they doing? What's going on? The watermelon. No, I missed that one. Listen, you're back. Let me get some of these. Let me get Matthew 10. It's Matthew 10. Let's start at 7. And as ye go, preach, saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. Provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your person. Look, man. Look. How hard is it to understand? We're almost out of here. Why are you still trying to get money? Okay? And Al-Azhar and your ilk, you should know better because you know that the mark of the beast is the chip. In order to spend that money, you got to deal with that chip, and you're not out there telling people, so you're suspect right now. Jeremiah 28:8. Yeah, you're suspect. Right now. With that breakdown. What is that old? This is Malak. Damawafia. Is it Miami or Orlando? I think it's Orlando. Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. What is this prosperity doctrine? Are you even, is Nate, are you even warning people that you're not warning them about the mark of the beast? It's sin. Go ahead, you get a path. The mark, Jacob's trouble is gain. Look at your congregation. What are you warning the people about? And we got to march around the Santa Monica Pier on Saturday. We're gonna go march around Venice Beach and make a show out of everything, and then take off our boots and sit on the beach after the march. The fuck? 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. Are you pushing at the monkeypox, which is a pestilence, right? Are you pushing that? We're prophesying of pestilence. Here's the monkeypox coming out of Africa, going to Sweden, where the microchip is that you're going to have to take in order to prove that you took a fucking vaccination, right? And to go get some money, right, to pay your damn bills. with the universal basic income that you got for taking the fucking chip in the first place, because they're going to bombard you and they're going to force you to make a choice. So what are you warning them of, Nate? Are you warning anybody of anything? No. You got a peace and prosperity doctrine. Jeremiah 28:9. The prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Most High hath truly sent him. Nigga, you know right now. You're watching that mark. You're watching the infrastructure, right, be pushed really hard right now. See, to the true men of the Lord, right, starting with the elder apostles, GMS on down, right. To us, it might be looking like it's slow because we've been watching for the last 15 years, all right. But you motherfuckers out there right now that are scared, had your fingers crossed that it wasn't the chick. Now you see it. You see it right now, and you're scared. You're scared because here's the thing. They're hiding under the cover of a polycrisis. There's so many things going on right now. It's hard to see this chip just worming its way up to the front, right? Because there's a lot happening right now, right? But there are wars going on. There's a destabilization of governments and coups and overthrows and fighting in the streets and all of that, right? But one thing has happened, see, in Russia, the Kremlin is being, Moscow is being attacked and all of that, right? They're blowing each other up and all of that. But one thing is moving forward without fail. What is that? This fucking infrastructure for the fucking mark of the beast. This digital currency. Vlad is like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm bombing everybody and I'm starting a new war. I'm taking over the world, but goddammit, my digital currency is in place, right? Everybody else is digital. Well, we're all moving over. BRICS is, we're doing things different. We're going to go to this digital, and everybody else is too. We're at war with each other. This is World War III. We hate each other together, but we're all coming with our digital currency all at the same time so that we can link up later on or whatever the fuck is going on. You can't see that. All right, a lot going on out there. But you're supposed to be focused on the main event. What is the main event? See, we know, the men of GMS, we know that the main event is the chip, right? And how do you distract from the chip being the main? Well, you send Nate, detective agent Nate, and you get him to get everybody's attention by marching around the motherfucking Civic Center, and then you tell him to tell everybody that the mark of the beast is not the chip. That's what we see going on right now. And that's, boy, that level of deception, boy, and you gotta be right there. This is how we know it's the end, right? Yahushua said, and shall deceive many. You know what? There's many in IUIC, and they're all being deceived right now. Who's deceiving them? That gap-toothed serpent, Nate. So gap-toothed serpent. Of course, you got to have a gap. You got to have a gap so that slithering tongue can come out. Matthew 24, what is it, 11? Again, it keeps coming out. Matthew 24 and 11. Many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. Well, I can count 10, right? But Nate, all them niggas you got going around the block, you're deceiving them. You got them out bearing false witness and all manner of shit to ensure. This is Got that. Psalm 37. Yeah. It's just bad, man. We're too close to the end. Psalm 37. Slovakia. 7. The water to the Akim for the comments. The lock. 27. More time. 37 and 7. It's the book of Psalm 37 and 7. Rest in the Lord. Woo! And here's where we should be. Okay. This is Psalm 37 and 7. The brother Dhammawathia. Solid brother. Solid. So I'm training. I saw the shout out to the Elder Apostle Gabar and the training method. Love that. Psalm 37 and 7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. I don't see this going on. You see these fucking cats. I'm a cat. I'm somebody. I have a personality on Facebook and I'm selling. I got my clothing line. I got a record out. I got a following. I'm getting paid on YouTube pays me. I got a what do you call it? Cash App. I don't even know what that shit is. All right. It's crazy. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. That word patiently means to suffer. It doesn't mean to load your bank account with millions of dollars, right? So you can live lavishly. That's not suffering. Okay? That's taking the bag, right? That's a Faustian bargain. You don't get all of that money for not doing a supreme amount of wickedness. Come on, ain't nobody stupid. Psalm 37 and 7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way. There you are, Nate. You prospering in your way. Your wicked ass way. And teaching men to do so. The bum camp. Well, you know what? That got in Alazar's ear. He's like this. Yeah, they are some bums. I'm going to go somewhere where I can wear my hat, make my money, and smell good. Right? And it seems to be over here with Nate. So in the Unity camp, and I totally disagree with these niggas, I'm going to go over here anyway because I need to heap unto me followers that have itching ears, right? Like he did. So I could get paid. Let me go act like Nate. Why'd you get kicked out of GMN? Because you wanted to be like Nate? Because they wasn't collecting money, right? Guess what? The oil tables are a thing of the past. Mr. Smell Goods, all right? Just like Kiss My Boot, the white man is the devil, bring it out. You're supposed to dwell there for about a year when you come in. And then quickly, you know how short time is right now? You don't have a whole 15 years to grow in this thing. You got about a year and a half, if we got that, right? This thing is over, all right? So you should be acting like we're at the end of this thing, not how it's gonna go on for the fucking next 15 years. Psalm 37:7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the men who bring in wicked devices to pass. And that's what you're doing. Let me read that last part again. You're prospering in your way. It says, fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way. I don't care if you make money and sell your shit and you're a sellout and you're a slime ball piece of shit nigga. All right, but get away from us. We got work to do. Wouldn't ye know that I must be about my Father's business, not about what's going on in the world? We got to warn these people and wake up the elect so we can get the hell up out of here, nigga. Not smell good and spend money on your chip, dumbass. You should have enough money to pay that last bill, and when they shut down your account because you won't take the motherfucking chip, nobody gives a fuck. Not, I got millions in the bank, now I gotta go get a chip because I'm not gonna let that money go. You done set yourself up for failure, man. A cash app is setting yourself up for failure. That gift destroyeth the heart. You know what the gift was? 501c3. Don't you got one now, Alazar? Fucking bunch of idiots, man. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off. But those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. Look, you're an evildoer if you have to resort to bearing false witness to get likes and views and to create a YouTube personality. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't believe that we're at the end. See, you know what? Americans, right? They believe that war is never going to come here. Nigga, go to Denver, go to Aurora, Colorado, and see that the war already started. Okay? You got Asher over there, I think it's Asher, acting a damn fool, right? Working with Vlad. You don't understand that the war has already started, and that's the 2/3. You know, the ones that you're going to save. Those 2/3 over there, right? In Aurora, Colorado, taking over something. You know, guess what's going to happen to them guys? Well, last time I checked, Esau is still in charge, and they can send a contingent over there and put them fools down. Are they going to do that? No. There's a bigger fight going on. Not aware of what's going on. No, you're too busy trying to get money and make this thing continue on. What you should be doing is making sure that the elect are sealed in their forehead so we can get the fuck out of here. Thank you, Matthew. What is wrong, man? You can't see, hey, guess what? We're at the end anyway. And you're a living proof of it. Okay? Well, thank you, nigga, for the false witness and all of that. We knew that it was coming. Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. See, why are you not out there telling the people that the MOTV is the CEO when you know that? You agree with that, don't you? Or have you switched that doctrine too? Because we see you double-minded ass nigga. You are unstable in all your ways. We see you. Okay? We see you, Nate. Jacob's trouble is gay. But I didn't say that, moron. We see you double-minded niggas out here. Okay? The name of the Lord is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But they never gave us the name. They'll give us the name in the kingdom. You niggas are clowns out here, man. And you think this is a game, right? There's 5 seconds left in the game and you niggas are floundering. But we got to see that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful because you're the sign that we are at the end. Isaiah 9:16. Uh, this is the brother Damawafia. All the way from Florida. What was it? 13? Can't even keep a number in my head for 2 seconds. Isaiah 9:16. It's a lot. Book of Isaiah 9:16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Woo! Starting with Nate. Damn. We can go right down the line on that. Nate, Johanna, right? Just crazy. The bubble light. Let's go. It's something, you know, you got to throw. You got to, you know, got to keep it light. You can make yourself mad at it. The bubble-eyed blackfish, man. Okay? Some of these guys. And what is the story of the bubble-eyed blackfish? Just real quick in a nutshell. Okay? After the split, and I'm not positive, but this is what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong. After the split, you got everybody like this. Oh, I'm gonna go make my own money. I'm gonna go set up my own oil table, and I'm gonna use the truth to do it. Right? So you go out and you make up your little doctrine that's different from the next. Well, I never believed this, and you got about 20 demons on you, and you go out there, and you're talking about giants and Nephilim and mermaids and shit like that. And you got everybody's attention. You open your eyes real big to convince them that what you're saying is true. And you're out there making a whole bunch of money. Okay? There's a lot of that going on. Okay? That was like the first wave going back to after the split. And I don't go back that far. I don't go back to 2000, right? I can imagine the split of 2000 and you know, I can imagine a confusion of that particular time. But to see the elder apostles steadfast move through that thing, right? You hear that story. You hear about, man, what we gonna do? Here's the story that they tell. It's a beautiful story. It's like the four of them. Man, what we gonna do? Well, we can keep going out there. This is when everything, you know, you can imagine this despair, right? What we gonna do? Man, we gonna keep going out there and fuck, we ain't got nothing else to do. What else we gonna do? That's just fucking beautiful, man. To be here, right, and to hear that story of after 2000, what are we gonna do? Well, what else are we gonna do? Right? To bring us to 07. What else are we gonna do? They kept fucking doing it. They kept going out. See, and this is when I say that the Moses or the Noah that the Most High is dealing with now, this is why I say that. Who else did that? Who else stayed the fucking course and got us here? You got a bunch of people that went away and came back. They know the story. They know the truth because they went through it. They didn't quit. They know who did, and they can tell you. They know who's a phony. They know who they taught. They know what happened at the school. And they ain't lying about it. So that tells me, right, who's looking at it with a fine-tooth comb, that tells me, hey, you know what? And guess what? After I've been through, in the last 15 years, trying to hold on to this truth, guess what? After all of that, I can only imagine what they've been through. And they're still here towing the line. Guess what? That's who the Most High is dealing with. That's the man who the Most High is dealing with, right? He's dealing with all of them. But there's order. Okay? And nobody, show me, I've seen Johanna. I've seen Zabak. I've seen Nate. I've seen Bubble Eye Blackfish. I've seen these guys. Okay? And I'm looking at them and I'm observing them. And I ain't just gonna let nobody lead me into the fucking ditch. And I'm gonna tell you who hasn't. All right? The Elder Apostle Tahar and the men of GMS have not led me into no motherfucking ditch, because I would know if they did so or not. Especially when I got kicked out of my, okay, let me go back and look. Is this real? And guess what? It was on me. It wasn't on them. It was on me. I'm the one that had to get right. Okay? Whatever the situation was, it wasn't them. Them are fucking veterans. Veterans in this damn truth. Okay, they know everything that's gonna happen next. They already been through. All right? And they're the ones that towed the line. They stood firm through the split. Who else did? They would tell you. Whoever else stood through this thing and didn't take their hand off the plow, they would tell you the truth. And they would tell you who didn't, who disappeared and who took a break. So you tell me who the Most High is dealing with. What man the Most High is dealing with on the earth right now? Anyway, it's easy to see who it's not. Okay? It's real easy to say it's not. And there's a bunch of you niggas that are bearing false witness. Johanna, Nate. Any of you niggas that said that despicable shit, boy, you better fucking repent, man. Stupid. Did I even finish the 6 things? Salaki. I'm everywhere. The water to the brother. 1 Corinthians 4 and 8. Water. 1 Corinthians 4 and 8. Now ye are full. Now ye are rich. Ye have reigned as kings without us. And I would too, the Most High, ye did reign, that we also might reign with you. For I think that the Most High has sent forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death. We are made a spectacle unto you, and to angels, and to men. We are fools for Mashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Yahushua. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised. See, the underdog is who's going to win this thing. All right? Look at Yahushua. All right? Came in on a donkey, Nate. Okay? What is this obsession with wanting to rule now? Nigga, you're still a slave. What is your obsession? You're not out of the timeout corner but you want to ride in on horses, sit on thrones, have crowns on, be worshipped. That shit comes later, man. You got work to do, right? The fuck is wrong? And we're almost out of here. We see that we're not being assisted by even those that know that the mark of the beast is the fucking microchip. You know it, but you ain't out here helping us. You're coming against it. You're making videos, slandering, bearing false witness. You can't see that? We're at the end, dummy. Fucking dumbass, boy. Anyway. Yeah, you're rich now. You got your money. Now everything is changing, right? Oh, I'm not mad anymore. My bank account is full. I got 4 wives. No, you're not listening to Paul. Be as though you had none. That wearing your hat right there, like, that doesn't apply to me. And you're Nazarite vow, right? Motherfuckers are clowns, man. I'm sorry. All right, that's it. All right, if you're a fucking clown, repent. All right, that's all I can say. Examine yourself and repent, because you're fucking being a damn clown, man. Playtime is over. This is not a game. What am I supposed to tell you? You're just gone, right? You got that blindness on your ass. Let me get that. Spirit of slumber. Book of Romans 11 and 11 and 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So what this is saying about you clowns, I don't even know what to call you, Sakari, Genesis group. What this is saying is that you're not of the elect. You damn sure are blind. Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. According as it is written, the Most High has given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. Okay, so dude, you're bearing false witness. You don't. You have to prove that somebody's a pedophile, and you know you can't do that. So it comes down to you're just using slander, right? And not giving a shit about the consequences that come along with it. That's not smart at all. It's not wise. Okay? You know you can't prove those things. And what are you doing? Okay? What you're doing is you're holding back the kingdom because we got the elect to go seal. And you got us down here fucking playing games with your stupid ass while you're trying to make a name for yourself and make money and be cute in a world that's coming to an end. How fucking stupid are you? Okay? So you're slowing us down, man. Cut that shit out. Fucking repent. All right? You're blind. You're blind out here. Anyway. And it's high time to awake out of sleep. All right? It's just time. Get 1 Peter. First Peter 4:7, but the end of all things is at hand. That's what you should be hearing. All right? Ain't time to spend no money on your C-hip, idiot. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. All right? And that's simple. All right? It's simple. Tell the people that the mark of the beast is coming. Stop fighting. Stop bearing false witness. Repent. Right? And let's get the hell up out of here. Should be hastening the day. Not seeing, oh, I got more money and we were blessed and you're jealous. That's stupid. Fucking stupid. Salaki. I gotta go put some change in this thing. All right, Salaki. So anyway, I'm gonna close up the camp. It's about that time. Shalom, Akim, Akwa. All right, so yeah, man, you gotta repent. This time is short. This is Ecclesiastes. This guy gives me a ticket or not. I don't think he can. Ecclesiastes 12:1. It's lucky. Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. All right? Repent, niggas. This is Philippians 2:12. We end on this. Philippians 2:12, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, all right? That fear should move you, right? Like Noah moved with fear. Niggas need to learn how to move with fear, all right? So with that, we hope that the elect will edify you, brothers and sisters. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Call Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity. Shout out to the brother Dr. Wakia, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, the Akwat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, 144,001 third. Shalom.